All right. Yes, thank you very much for staying with us once again and joining us on this channel, Sports 7 GH. It's always a great pleasure to have you join us. Thank you very, very much for staying. Welcome to the beautiful month of March. God will go with us in the month of March. We will not go alone in this month of March. Believe it and believe that everything you lay your hands on in this month of March is going to go well. And obviously, that is how things will be. God Almighty, please go with us in the month of March. In this video, we are going to look at Nigerian coach, Super Green Eagles coach, Jose Paseiro. Yes, he has left his position as the head coach of the Super Green Eagles. We are going to talk to you about that story. What is our take on that story? Also, we are going to discuss everything with you. Did you see his stay as a successful one? What did you make of his stay as a Nigerian coach? Wherever you are watching us from, you can share your views, thoughts, comments, opinions in the comment section of this video. The most trending story today is the fact that an NDC member of parliament is saying a lot of things about Asamoah Gyan. In fact, he says that Asamoah Gyan intentionally missed penalties because NDC was in power. So the 2010 FIFA World Cup penalty, the famous one, he says that Asamoah Gyan intentionally missed it because MDC was in power, because right now Asamoah Gyan is MPP. Asamoah Gyan has replied this MP. What is he saying? What are we also saying about all of these things that's going on in a media space? You are going to share our views on that in this particular video. Do what? To subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit the notification bell, and select or leave your thoughts and comments below in the comment section. If you have any, it's always a great pleasure to have you join us. Thank you very, very much for staying. So yesterday, Inaki Williams and his brother combined to bury. In fact, they buried Atletico Madrid in the Copa del Rey. In fact, they were fighting for a spot in the finals of the Copa del Rey. So the Copa del Rey finals has been said. It is Mallorca versus Athletic Bilbao. Bilbao has a great chance to win a trophy this season, and they are very likely to win the Copa del Rey by beating, or if they're able to beat Mallorca. But then before they reach the final, they had to do with Atletico Madrid, and it was an emphatic victory yesterday. They won 3-0 over Atletico Madrid. In fact, the first leg they won the game 1-0 away to Atletico Madrid, and then yesterday they won 3-0. But then Inaki Williams scoring a very beautiful goal and having an assist on the day is one of the things that are most talked about. But you see, Inaki Williams' numbers are very, very good. And if Ghana Black Stars is having a striker like Inaki Williams, and we still cannot use him, it's a pathetic situation. We said it, but every time he scores, it becomes more sad for us as Ghanaians. Because how can we have a striker like Inaki Williams, and yet still we are struggling as Ghana Black Stars to score goals and to get win games? It is you just cannot understand. It is unfathomable. You cannot understand. Ununderstandable. But that is how it is. I am hoping and praying that the next coach that comes will be able to make things right with Inaki Williams, so that he can get more goals for the Black Stars and decide games for the Black Stars, just like he does for Athletic Bilbao. Because that tie was all about Inaki Williams and of course his brother Nico Williams yesterday. Very, very good one over there. Now, let's talk about Nigerian Super Green Eagles. The coach of Nigeria Super Green Eagles is Jose Paseiro. He has vacated his position as the head coach of the Super Green Eagles after his contract came to an end. He said that he cannot continue again, and that is the situation. It was pride and honor to coach the Super Eagles. It has been 22 months of immense dedication, sacrifice, emotion, and enormous enthusiasm. We feel a sense of fulfillment. What fulfillment? Now, this coach Ankasano, he played Nigeria, or he used the Super Eagles to play the FIFA World Cup qualifiers, the 2026, and he was without a win in the FIFA World Cup qualifiers. And then he went to the African Cup of Nations, and then he made a new history for himself, or he actually did very well there, sending the Super Eagles to the finals of the competition. That is his biggest achievement with the Super Eagles since he took over. Do you get a point? Good. But How do you take his whole tenure as the manager of the Super Eagles? Now, this is a Nigerian talking about Jose Paseiro and Omar Akatamba. He says that Paseiro has announced it's over with the Super Eagles. He will be remembered, in my opinion, for qualifying Nigeria for the AFCON final, playing strange football. This is why I don't agree with this broadcast journalist. He's saying that Jose Paseiro actually plays strange football too. Saying that he played a football suitable for the African continent and suitable for his team, Nigeria Super Eagles. And the fact is that coaches are judged by their results and not by the style of play. Pep Guardiola is judged by his results. The fact that he wins the Champions League, he wins trophies, but not by his style of play. If your style of play is not winning anything, you've not done anything. So yes, you can say that Paseiro didn't win anything, so he's not done anything. He hasn't done anything extraordinary. But then don't say that the style of play was strange. It was strange. It wasn't strange. It actually is that is the reason why they went to the finals. Maybe if he was playing a comfortable style of play or an unstrange whatever style of play that you would have loved, maybe they would have exited the group stages or quarterfinals or round of 16. So what would you have said? So I'm trying to say that his tenure at the Super Green Eagles for me wasn't too successful. Wasn't a fulfillment. It would have been a fulfillment if he had won the African trophy. But it wasn't a fulfillment. And Nigeria, former winners of the AFCON, if you send them to the finals, you've not done anything. And the World Cup qualifiers you were playing, you couldn't win any game. I think 2 games or so, he drew all of them. Playing versus Zimbabwe and the Lesotho, you were drawing, even at home. So, there's no fulfillment for me. If he had won the AFCON, that means that you have a trophy to show. But then you have no trophy, just the finals of the AFCON and some 2 draws in the FIFA World Cup qualifiers. But Paseiro has actually vacated his position. Who is set to replace Paseiro as the head coach of Nigeria Super Green Eagles? Who do you think should replace Paseiro? Let me know your thoughts, comments, views, opinions in the comment section of this video. Now, this MP, Member of Parliament in Ghana here, is trending everywhere. His name is Roxanne Nelson Dafia Makpo. MP for South Day. And he is saying that Asamoah Gyan intentionally missed penalties because NDC was in power. Now, the background story is that Asamoah Gyan has actually accepted to be part of the manifesto drafting for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in terms of the sports section. He wants to be part of that section and then also help the MPP. So it's more or less like he's declared to be the part of the MPP. And so this MP is saying that is the reason why. Now that Asamoah Gyan has decided to go partisan, and it means that time he was MPP when he was missing the 2010 World Cup and other penalties. He was an MPP member and NDC was in power in 2010. So it means that he didn't want DC to take the glory and everything, so he missed those penalties. How can you say this, Mr. MP? How can you say this? Because if Asamoah Gyan has scored that penalty and sends Ghana to the semi-finals, his name will be written in gold. So why will Asamoah Gyan crossing our dream he is playing for his career. I was the MPP and NDC. Asamoah Gyan will know this thing. How can a lawyer of your caliber and respect and whatever, how can you think like that? That he will say that, because NDC is but I'm missing this penalty. Charlie, this one here is too below the bar. And I don't understand. You cannot have any reason why you agree with this thing. That it is not true. You may question the fact that Asamoah Gyan is trying to help the MPP or whatever, or the fact that Asamoah Gyan is an MPP member. But don't say that he missed those penalties because NDC was in power. This is too, I don't know how to call it. Well, how can you say this? Because if Asamoah Gyan has scored that penalty, he had one more goal. No. I think one more goal in a FIFA World Cup because it was during the 90 minutes. Or it was extra time. Okay, it was extra time. Yeah, I think so. It was extra time. But then even that one too, Asamoah Gyan scored the penalties. You see, when he missed the main penalty and the game went on to penalties, okay, Asamoah Gyan scored his penalty. Why didn't he miss that one too? And even before that penalty, Asamoah Gyan had been scoring goals in the 2010 World Cup. That ensured that Ghana progressed So why didn't he say that, okay, if we've reached the World Cup, in fact, even before we reach the 2010, we want to go back. Even before we reach the 2010 World Cup, Asamoah could have said that, I will not score goals in the qualifiers so that Ghana will qualify to the World Cup. That one too, why didn't he do that? Why didn't he say that, I will not score goals at all so that Ghana will qualify to the World Cup? Why didn't he do that? Why didn't he say that, okay, we've reached the World Cup, I want Ghana to come out in group stages so that NDC will be shamed, and so I will not score goals at all. He scored goals in the group stages versus the likes of Australia and USA and the rest. In the 2010 World Cup, Asamoah Gyan was scoring goals to ensure Ghana progressed to the next round of the competition and win games. So how can you say this? This one here, below the background. What is Asamoah Gyan saying? How is Asamoah Gyan replying this MP? This is what he's saying. He says that the MP wants autograph. Okay, so this screenshot I'm showing you can see that down there, Asamoah Gyan. He says that maybe he wants an autograph. Don't worry, I will sign one for him soon. So MP, Roxanne Damiafio, how can you say this? This one, yeah. I'm sure your children cry. They will not be happy that he said this. When you go home this evening, they say, Daddy, how can you say this thing? How can you say this thing? Because it's very ununderstandable. All right. Thank you very much for staying with us. Let me know your thoughts, comments, views, opinions in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.